Tonight, the results are in on the controversy surrounding an election in one of the area's most exclusive communities.
The accusations centered on election fraud and failing to address concerns raised by two candidates, including one of the winners.
Well, following a Denver 7 investigation, the DA got involved and started asking questions.
And tonight, Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski is back with answers and a board forced to take action.
There was potential for it to have been criminal.
He's referring to these ballots.
It seemed like we needed to address this and address it relatively quickly.
And he's referring to this election, where two of the candidates stepped forward and questioned the process and the outcome of last May's board election for the Castle Pines Metro District.
I believe the election absolutely was not handled properly. I have no doubt about it.
She lost the election.
Tony, this comes down to what's the full story?
And he won the election.
It is my hope that your influence and your spotlight will be enough to attract the attention needed to expose the truth of those 33 ballots.
But both question the integrity of the results, including mysterious ballots showing up on Election Day and a board that refused to publicly investigate the issues and elected to not answer the questions raised in Denver 7's December investigation.
We need an honest discussion as to what took place. We need to know the truth about those ballots.
I think the concerns are when there are unanswered questions about the origin of ballots, the validity of the ballots, the process itself. There seems to be, at the time, a lack of transparency.
In the days following the Denver 7 report, Brockler's investigators went looking for answers, interviewing Metro employees, reviewing security camera videos, and digging through ballot envelopes, trying to determine whether the claim of 33 ballots mysteriously showing up on Election Day was true and if it altered the results of the election. Brockler's team concluded
There are probably some improvements that could be made on the front end of the next election. But what we discovered is there are no 33 ballots that were involved in this. That number, we can't even figure out where it came from, is really 9.
The now former district attorney said his team did not uncover any criminal activity, but did find troubling failures in the district's process, including no security cameras to monitor ballots placed in the ballot drop box, no way to confirm if signatures on the ballot envelopes were accurate, and what he called an overall lack of transparency to voters and residents of Castle Pines Village.
Based on your investigation, were the results of this election accurate?
Yes, the results were accurate.
The winners won and the losers didn't.
The winners deserve to win and the losers deserve to lose.
What's your message to the president of that board and the members of the board?
For the future, I think they need to spend some time trying to figure out how do we up our game, either in terms of transparency, other internal audits, a way to check ballots at the front end, a different way to do business.
When the district attorney says you could have handled this better, what's your reaction?
You know, he's entitled to his opinion.
Rick Hoosier serves as the chairman of the Castle Pines Metro Board.
I think we got a good, fair result. We're not going to be in the business anymore. That's how I feel about it, Tony.
The board chair is talking about the business of counting votes and running an election.
Anyone opposed to the motion? We'll show it passed unanimously. Thank you.
Earlier this week, the board unanimously voted to pay Douglas County to run its future elections.
I want to see our elections outsourced to Douglas County going forward so that we don't have to find ourselves sitting in front of a TV camera with you, no offense.
We also checked back with the two candidates.
I have nothing but sincere thank yous. Thank you to the DA. Thank you to Channel 7.
I think everybody, every resident wins based on your reporting and the DA's investigation.
Ultimately, two candidates and a Metro board now ready to move forward, now understanding what went right and what went wrong, a full 8 months after the final ballot was counted.
Is it fair to say a lesson has been learned here?
Well, I don't know about a lesson being learned, but it's been helpful to us to move forward with our thinking about how elections ought to be handled here. So in that sense, if you want to call that a lesson learned, that's fine.
So by getting out of the ballot counting business, the district closes this chapter in this controversy. And compared to the last election, the district now believes it's likely to save tens of thousands of dollars by making the switch for the next election. I'm Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kowaleski.